Stop. Before you scroll, before you answer that next call, before you trust that familiar voice on the other end of the line, pause for just a moment and listen carefully, because this one phone call could steal everything you have worked your entire life to build. Your savings, your peace of mind, your independence, even your sense of security can vanish in minutes if you are not aware, alert, and prepared. This is not about fear, it's about empowerment. It's about staying strong, sharp, and protected, especially as we grow older and wiser. As we age, we gain experience, perspective, and resilience, but we also become targets for those who prey on kindness and trust. Scammers are becoming more sophisticated every day. They sound professional, they sound convincing, and sometimes they even sound like someone you know. They may claim to be from your bank, your government, or even a loved one in trouble. They create urgency, pressure you to act fast, and try to override your natural instincts. That is why the most powerful thing you can do is slow down, take a breath. No legitimate organization will demand immediate action or ask for sensitive information over the phone. Strength doesn't just come from your body, it comes from your awareness, your habits, and your mindset. Protecting yourself begins with simple but powerful routines. Never share personal information like your PIN passwords or identification numbers over the phone. If someone claims to be from your bank or a service provider, hang up and call the official number yourself. Trust is earned, not demanded in a moment of panic. But let's go deeper, because true protection isn't just about avoiding scams. It's about building a life so balanced and strong that you approach every situation with clarity and confidence. Your health plays a major role in this. A healthy body supports a sharp mind, and a sharp mind is your first line of defense. Start with your diet. Nourish your body with whole, natural foods that support brain health and energy. Fresh vegetables, fruits, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats are not just food, they are fuel for your awareness. Reduce processed foods and excess sugar, because they can cloud your thinking and drain your energy. Stay hydrated throughout the day, because even mild dehydration can affect your focus and decision-making. A clear mind is a protected mind. Light exercise is another powerful tool. You don't need intense workouts to stay strong. A daily walk, gentle stretching, or simple strength exercises can improve circulation, boost your mood, and sharpen your thinking. Movement keeps your body alive and your mind alert. Even 20 to 30 minutes a day can make a remarkable difference. When your body feels strong, your confidence grows, and you are less likely to be manipulated or rushed into poor decisions. Your lifestyle habits also matter more than you might think. Get enough sleep each night, because a well-rested brain is better at recognizing danger and making sound choices. Limit distractions when dealing with important matters. If you receive a suspicious call, don't try to handle it while multitasking. Give yourself the space to think clearly. Talk to trusted family members or friends before making any decisions involving money or personal information. You are not alone, and you don't have to figure everything out in isolation. Equally important is your mindset. A positive, calm, and confident mindset is one of your greatest defenses. Fear and panic are the tools scammers rely on. They want you to feel rushed, overwhelmed, and unsure. But when you train your mind to stay calm, to question, and to pause, you take back control. Remind yourself that you have lived through challenges, made wise decisions, and built a life through patience and effort. No phone call deserves the power to undo that. Confidence does not mean trusting everyone. It means trusting yourself. Trust your instincts. If something feels off, it probably is. There is no shame in hanging up and saying no or in asking for help. In fact, those are signs of strength and wisdom. As you continue your journey, remember that awareness is not a one-time action, it is a daily practice. Just like eating well and staying active, protecting yourself requires consistency. Stay informed about common scams. Share what you learn with others. When you help someone else stay safe, you strengthen your own awareness as well. Your life is valuable. Your experiences, your memories, your hard work, they all matter. No scammer, no deceptive voice, no urgent demand has the right to take that away from you. You have the power to protect yourself, to stay strong, and to live with confidence and peace of mind. Always pause and think before trusting any unexpected phone call, because urgency is one of the most powerful tools used to manipulate your decisions. When the phone rings and someone on the other end speaks with authority, confidence, or even fear, it can instantly trigger an emotional reaction. They may tell you that your bank account is in danger, that a loved one needs immediate help, or that you must act right now to avoid serious consequences. In those moments, your heart may race, your thoughts may become scattered, and your natural instinct may be to respond quickly. But this is exactly what scammers rely on. They want to rush you to create pressure so strong that you don't give yourself the time to think clearly. Taking a simple pause can make all the difference. That pause gives your mind a chance to catch up with your emotions. It allows logic to step in where fear tries to take control. When you slow down, you begin to notice things you might otherwise miss, such as inconsistencies in their story, unusual requests, or a tone that feels slightly off. Scammers often depend on speed because their lies cannot hold up under careful attention. The more time you give yourself, the weaker their influence becomes. This habit of pausing is not just about avoiding scams, it is a reflection of a disciplined and aware mindset. Just like maintaining your health through good nutrition and gentle exercise, training your mind to pause builds strength and resilience. It becomes a protective shield that keeps you grounded in situations designed to confuse or overwhelm you. Even if the caller sounds convincing, even if they seem to know personal details, you must remind yourself that no legitimate situation requires instant action without verification. By choosing to pause, you are taking control of the situation instead of giving it away. You are allowing yourself to ask questions, to reflect, and to decide your next step with clarity. You can hang up, take a deep breath, and contact the proper authorities or trusted individuals to confirm the information. This simple act transforms you from a potential victim into someone who is aware, confident, and in charge. Over time, this habit strengthens your confidence in handling not just suspicious calls, but many challenges in life. It reinforces the idea that you do not need to react to pressure, that you have the right to take your time, and that your decisions are most powerful when they come from a place of calm, thinking rather than emotional urgency. Never share personal or financial information over the phone, no matter how convincing the caller sounds, because once that information is given away, it can be used in ways that are difficult to reverse. Many people believe they can recognize a scam easily, but today's callers are skilled at creating trust within seconds. They may use official-sounding language, mention familiar institutions, or even have some of your basic details to make the conversation feel real. This is what lowers your guard and makes you feel safe enough to answer their questions. But the truth is, legitimate organizations will never ask for sensitive information like your PAN, passwords, bank details, or identification numbers through an unexpected phone call. When you share even a small piece of personal data, it can open the door to much bigger risks. Information such as your full name, address, date of birth, or account details can be combined and used to access your finances, impersonate you, or commit fraud in your name. Scammers often collect bits of information from multiple sources, and your response over the phone can be the final piece they need. This is why it is so important to treat every request for personal information with caution, even if it sounds harmless at first. Protecting your information starts with setting a firm boundary in your mind. You must decide in advance that no matter who calls or what they say, you will not share sensitive details over the phone. This decision removes hesitation in the moment and gives you a clear rule to follow. When you have that clarity, it becomes easier to respond confidently and without fear. You can simply say that you do not share personal information over the phone and end the call. This habit is closely connected to your overall sense of control and awareness. Just like maintaining a healthy lifestyle supports your physical strength, protecting your personal information supports your financial and emotional security. It gives you peace of mind, knowing that you are not leaving yourself vulnerable to someone else's intentions. It also builds confidence because you are taking responsibility for your own protection rather than relying on others to keep you safe. It is also important to remember that you always have the option to verify information through trusted channels. If someone claims to be from your bank or a service provider, you can hang up and call the official number listed on their website or your documents. This simple step ensures that you are speaking to the right person and not someone pretending to be them. Taking that extra step may feel inconvenient in the moment, but it can save you from serious consequences later. Over time, this practice becomes second nature. You begin to approach phone calls with a calm and steady mindset, knowing that your information is valuable and must be protected. You are no longer easily influenced by pressure or persuasion, because you have already made the decision to keep your personal details private. Verify every claim independently by calling official numbers, not the one provided by the caller, because this simple habit can protect you from even the most convincing and well-planned scams. When someone calls you unexpectedly and claims to represent a bank, a government office, or a service provider, they may sound professional and trustworthy. They might even give you a phone number to call back, encouraging you to feel safe by confirming their identity. But this is where many people are misled. because the number they provide can be part of the scam itself, connecting you right back to them or their partners. Taking control of the situation means relying only on verified, official contact information that you trust. This could be the number printed on your bank card, a bill you have received, or the official website of the organization. By choosing to find the number yourself, you break the chain of manipulation and ensure that you are speaking directly to a legitimate source. This small step creates a powerful barrier between you and anyone trying to deceive you. When you receive a call that feels urgent or important, it is natural to want to resolve the issue quickly. However, true security comes from slowing down and confirming the facts. You can politely end the call, take a moment to gather your thoughts, and then reach out using a trusted number. This approach shifts you from reacting under pressure to acting with awareness and confidence. It also removes the emotional intensity that scammers try to create, allowing you to think clearly and make better decisions. This habit is not just about avoiding fraud. It is about building a mindset of independence and self-reliance. You are no longer depending on the caller to prove their identity. Instead, you are taking responsibility for verifying the truth. This mindset strengthens your ability to handle not only suspicious calls, but many situations in life where clarity and caution are needed. It reinforces the idea that you have the power to check, confirm, and decide, rather than simply accept what is presented to you. In many cases, once you contact the official source, you may discover that there was no issue at all, no urgent problem, and no reason for concern. This realization can be both relieving and empowering because it shows you how easily a false sense of urgency can be created. It also builds your confidence in your ability to protect yourself, making you less likely to be influenced by similar tactics in the future. Over time, this practice becomes a natural part of your routine. Just as you take care of your health through good nutrition and regular movement, you take care of your security through careful verification. You approach every unexpected claim with calm curiosity rather than immediate trust, knowing that truth can always be confirmed through the right channels. A healthy diet supports a sharp, alert mind that can recognize and avoid manipulation, and this connection between what you eat and how clearly you think is more powerful than many people realize. As we grow older, maintaining mental clarity becomes just as important as maintaining physical strength, because your mind is your first line of defense in situations that require awareness, judgment, and quick recognition of risk. When your brain is properly nourished, it processes information more efficiently, allowing you to notice subtle warning signs that might otherwise go unnoticed. The foods you choose every day directly influence your energy levels, focus, and overall brain function. Diets rich in fresh vegetables, fruits, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats provide essential nutrients that support memory, concentration, and decision-making. These foods help regulate blood sugar levels, which is important because sudden spikes and crashes can lead to confusion, fatigue, and slower thinking. When your energy is steady, your mind stays calm and focused, making it easier to question unusual situations, such as a suspicious phone call or an unexpected request for information. On the other hand, a diet high in processed foods, refined sugars, and unhealthy fats can have the opposite effect. It can leave you feeling sluggish, distracted, and mentally foggy. In that state, it becomes much harder to think critically or recognize when something is not right. Scammers often rely on moments of distraction or confusion, knowing that a tired or unfocused mind is more likely to respond without careful thought. By improving your diet, you are strengthening your ability to stay alert and make sound decisions. Even under pressure, hydration is another key factor that is often overlooked. Even mild dehydration can affect your concentration, memory, and mood. Drinking enough water throughout the day helps maintain the balance your brain needs to function properly. It keeps you feeling refreshed and mentally engaged, which is essential when dealing with situations that require attention and awareness. Building a healthy diet is not about strict rules or complicated plans. It is about consistency and mindful choices. Simple habits like including more natural foods in your meals, reducing sugar intake, and staying hydrated can have a significant impact over time. These small changes add up, creating a stronger, clearer mind that is better equipped to handle challenges. This connection between nutrition and mental clarity also supports your confidence. When you feel good physically, you naturally feel more in control mentally. You trust your judgment more, you think more clearly, and you are less likely to be influenced by pressure or fear. It becomes easier to pause, question, and verify instead of reacting impulsively. Over time, a healthy diet becomes more than just a way to support your body. It becomes a foundation for your awareness and protection. It strengthens your ability to stay focused, recognize risks, and respond with calm and confidence, allowing you to navigate daily life with a sharper, more resilient mind. Light daily exercise improves mental clarity, confidence, and decision-making ability, and its impact goes far beyond simply keeping your body in motion. As we grow older, maintaining regular movement becomes one of the most effective ways to support both physical health and mental sharpness. You do not need intense workouts or complicated routines to experience these benefits. Simple, consistent activities like walking, gentle stretching, or basic strength exercises can create powerful changes in how you feel and think throughout the day. When you move your body, you increase blood flow and oxygen to the brain, which helps improve focus, memory, and overall cognitive function. This means you are better able to process information, recognize patterns, and respond thoughtfully in situations that require awareness. In moments where you might receive an unexpected or suspicious phone call, a clear and alert mind allows you to pause, evaluate the situation, and avoid reacting emotionally. Exercise strengthens your ability to think before you act, which is essential for protecting yourself from manipulation. Beyond the physical benefits, light exercise also plays a major role in building confidence. Each time you take a walk, complete a short routine, or simply stay active, you reinforce a sense of discipline and control over your life. This confidence carries into other areas, including how you handle challenges and make decisions. When you feel strong and capable, you are less likely to feel intimidated or pressured by someone trying to rush you or influence your actions. Instead, you respond with calm assurance, knowing that you are in control. Exercise also helps regulate stress and emotions. It releases natural chemicals in the body that improve mood and reduce anxiety, creating a sense of calm and balance. This is especially important because scammers often rely on fear, urgency, and emotional pressure to manipulate their targets. When your mind is calm and steady, you are less vulnerable to these tactics. You can listen carefully, think clearly, and choose your response without being overwhelmed by panic or confusion. Consistency is the key to unlocking these benefits. Even 20 to 30 minutes of light activity each day can make a meaningful difference over time. It is not about perfection, but about creating a routine that fits your lifestyle and feels sustainable. Whether it is a morning walk, gentle stretching in the evening, or simple exercises at home, every bit of movement contributes to a stronger body and a sharper mind. This daily commitment to movement becomes a form of self-care that supports your independence and well-being. It reminds you that you are actively investing in your health and your ability to navigate life with clarity and confidence. Over time, you begin to notice that you are more alert, more focused, and more resilient in the face of challenges. By making light exercise a regular part of your life, you are not only strengthening your body, but also enhancing your awareness and decision-making abilities, giving you the tools you need to stay confident, alert, and protected in any situation. Strong lifestyle habits like good sleep and reduced distractions help you stay focused and protected. And these everyday choices quietly shape how clearly you think and how well you respond to unexpected situations. As we grow older, the importance of a steady routine becomes even greater because your mind depends on consistency to function at its best. When your daily habits support clarity and calmness, you naturally become more aware, more patient, and more capable of making wise decisions in moments that matter. Sleep is one of the most powerful yet often overlooked factors in mental sharpness. A well-rested brain processes information more efficiently, recognizes patterns more quickly, and responds with better judgment. When you consistently get enough quality sleep, you wake up feeling refreshed, alert, and ready to handle the day. On the other hand, lack of sleep can lead to confusion, forgetfulness, and slower thinking. In that state, it becomes much easier to overlook warning signs or fall into the trap of acting too quickly when faced with pressure. Scammers often rely on moments when your guard is down, and fatigue is one of the biggest reasons that can happen. Creating a healthy sleep routine does not require complicated changes. Going to bed and waking up at the same time each day, limiting screen time before sleep, and creating a calm, comfortable environment can significantly improve the quality of your rest. These small adjustments help your body and mind settle into a rhythm that supports clear thinking and emotional balance. When your mind is rested, you are far better equipped to pause, question, and verify instead of reacting impulsively. Reducing distractions is equally important in maintaining focus and awareness. In today's world, it is easy to become overwhelmed by constant noise, notifications, and multitasking. When your attention is divided, your ability to notice details and think critically is reduced. If you receive an important or unexpected phone call while distracted, you may not fully process what is being said, making it easier for someone to mislead you. Giving your full attention to the situation allows you to pick up on inconsistencies, unusual requests, or tones that do not feel right. Building a habit of focusing on one task at a time strengthens your mental discipline. It trains your mind to stay present and engaged, which is essential for making thoughtful decisions. When you are fully present, you are less likely to be rushed or confused by someone trying to create urgency. You can listen carefully, think clearly, and choose your response with confidence. These lifestyle habits also contribute to a sense of control and stability in your life. When your days are structured around healthy routines, you feel more grounded and less reactive to sudden changes or pressures. This stability becomes a protective layer, helping you remain calm and composed even in unexpected situations. Over time, good sleep and focused attention become natural parts of your daily life, strengthening your awareness and decision-making abilities in a quiet but powerful way. They support a clear, steady mind that is not easily influenced by fear, urgency, or distraction, allowing you to stay alert, confident, and in control whenever you are faced with uncertainty. A calm, positive mindset prevents panic and allows you to respond wisely instead of reacting emotionally, and this inner stability becomes one of your strongest forms of protection in a world full of pressure and distraction. When you face unexpected situations, especially something as unsettling as a suspicious phone call, your first reaction often comes from emotion rather than logic. Fear, urgency, and confusion can rise quickly, making it difficult to think clearly. This is exactly the state that manipulators depend on, because when emotions take over, good judgment is pushed aside. Developing a calm and positive mindset changes this completely by giving you the ability to stay grounded no matter what is happening around you. A calm mind does not mean ignoring problems or pretending everything is fine. It means choosing to respond with control instead of panic. When you train yourself to remain steady, you create a space between what happens and how you react. In that space, you gain the power to think, to question, and to decide what is truly best for you. This is especially important when someone is trying to rush you or pressure you into making a quick decision. Instead of feeling overwhelmed, you remain composed, allowing logic and awareness to guide your actions. Positivity also plays a key role in strengthening this mindset. A positive outlook builds confidence and reduces fear, making it easier to trust your own judgment. When you believe in your ability to handle situations, you are less likely to be influenced by someone else's urgency or authority. You begin to see challenges not as threats, but as situations that can be managed with patience and clarity. This shift in perspective gives you emotional strength, which is essential for making wise decisions. Practicing this mindset can be as simple as taking a deep breath when you feel pressure rising, reminding yourself that you have time, and choosing not to rush. Over time, these small actions become habits that shape how you respond to all kinds of situations. You start to notice that you are less reactive, more thoughtful, and better able to maintain control even when something unexpected happens. This consistency builds resilience, allowing you to face challenges with confidence instead of fear. Your environment and daily habits also support this mindset. Surrounding yourself with positive influences, engaging in activities that bring you peace, and maintaining a healthy lifestyle all contribute to a more balanced mental state. When your mind is not constantly overwhelmed by stress or negativity, it becomes easier to stay calm and focused. This clarity allows you to recognize when something does not feel right and to respond appropriately without being rushed. Over time, a calm and positive mindset becomes a natural part of who you are. It strengthens your ability to stay present, to think clearly, and to act with intention rather than impulse. This inner strength not only protects you from manipulation, but also enhances your overall quality of life, giving you a sense of control, confidence, and peace in everything you do. Trust your instincts and seek advice from trusted people, because protecting yourself is a sign of strength, not fear, and this understanding can completely change how you approach uncertain situations. Throughout your life, you have developed a natural sense of awareness, a quiet inner voice that alerts you when something does not feel right. This instinct is built from years of experience, observation, and learning, and it deserves to be respected. Too often, people ignore that feeling because they do not want to appear rude, doubtful, or overly cautious. But in reality, listening to your instincts is one of the most powerful ways to protect yourself. When you receive a phone call or encounter a situation that creates even a small sense of discomfort, that feeling is worth paying attention to. It may not always be easy to explain, but it is often your mind recognizing patterns or inconsistencies before you consciously understand them. Instead of dismissing it, allow yourself to pause and consider what might be wrong. This simple act of acknowledging your intuition can prevent you from making rushed decisions that you might later regret. At the same time, seeking advice from trusted people adds another layer of protection. You do not have to handle everything on your own, and there is strength in reaching out for guidance. Whether it is a family member, a close friend, or someone you trust, discussing the situation can provide clarity and reassurance. Another perspective can help you see things you may have missed and confirm whether your concerns are valid. This shared awareness creates a support system that makes it much harder for anyone to take advantage of you. This habit also builds confidence over time. When you trust your instincts and take the step to verify your concerns with others, you reinforce the idea that your judgment matters. You begin to rely on yourself more, while also appreciating the value of wise counsel. This balance between independence and support creates a strong foundation for making decisions that are both thoughtful and secure. It is important to understand that being cautious does not mean being fearful. It means being aware, prepared, and responsible for your own well-being. There is no weakness in saying no, in asking questions, or in taking extra time to be sure. In fact, these actions show that you respect the life you have built and are committed to protecting it. People who rush without thinking are more vulnerable, while those who pause and seek clarity demonstrate true strength. Over time, trusting your instincts and involving trusted people becomes a natural response rather than a forced effort. You develop a steady approach to handling uncertainty, one that is guided by awareness, confidence, and connection. This approach not only protects you from potential harm, but also strengthens your sense of control and peace of mind, allowing you to navigate life with greater assurance and security. So the next time your phone rings and something doesn't feel right, remember this moment. Pause, breathe, think. You are in control. You are not a target. You are a person of strength, wisdom, and resilience. And with the right habits, the right mindset, and a commitment to your well-being, you can ensure that no phone call ever takes away what you have built over a lifetime.